Hello and welcome to another ASE Productions video. Today I'm going to be going over some different wallet cases for my iPhone SE. Now these cases are available on the other iPhone variants. I just happen to own an SE, and so I picked up cases for it specifically. This is my previous phone. It's a blue R1 HD. This was a really good phone, but this is the phone that converted me over to having a wallet style case. I got really sick of having a separate wallet for my phone because inevitably I'd remember my phone but forget my wallet. I was also sick of having to have just one more thing to keep track of. Unfortunately I changed jobs, and so I needed an Apple device to access certain apps through work. And this happened to me before, and so I've picked up the iPhone SE just as the most quote-unquote least expensive iPhone you can buy currently, and my company gave me a discount which cost a little bit less, not a ton less, but a little bit less. So these are the three different styles of case. I've spent a little bit of time, about 4 or 5 days with each one, to give you an idea of the different styles that are out there. And so if you're interested in looking, you have a better understanding of how each one is to live with. So going off, this is kind of a classic wallet style for phones. It's very similar to the one that I have for my blue R1 HD. Now this is still pretty new, and so it's still quite stiff. After a little while this will become loose and flop a lot easier to open and close. This is very much a classic style of case. It gives you a lot of slot options for cards. You have 1, 2, 3 with a window and a pocket here for dollar bills. You wouldn't want to carry coins in this case, as they would make the case too fat. Now this does offer the best protection. Obviously it closes, covering your screen, and it covers it on the back as well as the sides well. So if you were to drop your phone, this offers great protection. However, it adds a lot of bulk, and because it covers the screen, two things happen. One, if you don't have a screen protector on there, your cards do rub lines in your screen, which has happened to my R1 HD. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Sorry, it's got a lot of fingerprints on it. But you see right there and right there, you can see two lines rubbed into the screen that match up perfectly with where the cards sit in the case. So I was dumb and didn't have a screen protector on there. If you have a screen protector, it starts to scratch through that screen protector. You have to replace it more frequently. So this does offer better protection for drop, gives you more options for cards, but adds bulk and thickness. And I wanted to try something different because I've had a case similar to this with my Android. So the first case I tried that was different is this, I want to say Vofolen or Fofolen is the brand. They have several different colors. I believe this was navy blue. The phone fits into it well. Pops in. Now, a couple things with this case. The button push is quite stiff, and there's not, because of the way the case feels, there's not a lot of feedback on the button push, especially for the volume. It's hard to get to the volume lock here on the side, and the camera is in a bit of shadow, and I actually have had it leave a shadow in my picture because of that. Now this is where it gets interesting though, is you store the cards in this little pocket back here, which I love the idea of. Of the designs, this is probably my favorite design, except the execution on this is not great. So I have some cheap gift card things here. It really is only meant for 2 cards, maybe 2 cards and 1 bill folded just correctly. Anything more than that, if you have 2 bills, say you have a third card, so you have a driver's license, your insurance card, and all of a sudden this puppy gets to be a bit full, and if you have more dollar bills, like if you have more than $1 bill, it's kind of hard to see, but it's starting to bump out that case a little bit there. So if you have a second dollar bill in there, it's a no-go. And this dollar bill is pretty fat because it's been in my phone case for a little while. Then the next problem you have is the dollar bill is okay to get out, but getting your cards out is not easy. So you actually have to do is once you slide the case over, you just have to push and get them out this way, but even this way is not elegant. So I like the overall design. Excuse me. So I can't get this one out. I have to flip the phone over, kind of let it sink, and then it will come out. There's one more in there. Again, can't get it out this way. Can't get it out easily that way. So I have to kind of jiggle it out that way. So I love the way it looks. I like the idea of the design, but the execution is not elegant. The other problem I have is you can see it offers almost no protection for the face of the screen. It's almost perfectly flat with the screen. So if you're going to have this much case, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of a bumper to protect it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next case. That's the other thing, getting this one in and out, your phone in and out of this one's kind of a pain. So it's kind of in here for a while. There we go. Okay. So the last one is, the brand is Silk. And if you notice, there's no sliding door or anything. It's open in the back, which I don't like a ton because people can see stuff, but if you put it properly, they can't see stuff. But if you put it in, this gives a little bit more of a bump around the edge of the screen for protection for your screen. It's not great, but they give you a free screen protector, which is awesome. I haven't put it on yet because I didn't know if I was going to be keeping this case or not, so I didn't want to use the screen protector if I wasn't going to be keeping it, but I am going to be keeping it, and it will probably be my main case because you can fit multiple cards in, no issue. And to get them out, you just push here and out they come, and they're easy to get out. One thing with this is you want to put your dollar bill specifically in between two cards. Goes in and easily get them all out again. So the ease of use on this particular case is high. The buttons have a lot better tactile feedback on them. It's easier to get to the ringer switch here on the side. And overall, I think this, while I prefer this design, its execution is not great. The execution of this particular case of the Silk is much higher, and so this is going to be my daily case for this phone. And I'll definitely be putting that screen protector on it. Now, if you have any questions about any of these wallet cases, feel free to ask in the comment section down below. Do my best to answer them. And I won't be reviewing the phone. There's enough reviews out there of iPhones. I'm not a fanboy of any particular device. If anything, I'd actually prefer a Windows phone, except for their app selection isn't good and I can't get the apps I need for work. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.